You ran behind them. I'm trying to holler at you like a dog. You the girl right here, Junior right here. Weird. You weird as you weird as shit.
What's wrong?
You weird as shit. Stalking you. That's my son. That's my fucking son. What you want to do?
Excuse me.
What do you want to do?
I'm calling the car.
I don't give a call him. Nobody touch you. Call him. Yeah.
Calling the car.
The girl right here, Junior right here. Police. You a police.
Time to go.
You a police ass.
Let's
You a
go this
police
way.
ass.
Excuse
bitch.
me, sir.
You a police.
Excuse me.
You a fucking police.
Excuse
You a
me. Excuse me.
Yeah,
I need you out the.
nigga. What you talking about? Okay.
I need you out the mall, nigga. I need you out the mall. I need you out the mall.
Okay.
I need you out the mall.
Okay.
I need you out the mall.
Okay.
Let's go this way.
Okay.
Let's go this way. I need you out the mall. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. Let's go this way.
Guys, I'm getting directly into it. I saw this go down yesterday. I also have the fully deleted live that Ronnie did on his YouTube channel. I was actually able to catch that. However, it was rest time for me, so I figured that I would catch you guys up to speed, and also people who do take breaks from social media, maybe look at other things on social media rather than this drama. However, for those of you that don't, or you do know, good for you if you know from yesterday, but I'm recapping what happened. For me, it was late. Eastern Standard Time. It was early. Chriseanrock's time. She's 3 hours behind. I'm 3 hours ahead. Ronnie ambushed Chriseanrock at the mall. Somebody had gave him a heads up where she was at in the mall. I don't know who in her camp, who in Ronnie's camp. I don't know whose camp, but somebody got in contact with Ronnie. This is what he allegedly is saying. He could be following her himself. Who knows? He might have a GPS on her. Put in the comment section your thoughts down below. But right here today, we're going to play, like I always do, the devil's advocate, not telling people what they want to hear, but what they need to hear. Probably not going to hear this from most people, especially if they're supporters of Chriseanrock. They're going to stay just on one side. And I'm on one side. I am a supporter of Chriseanrock, but I have to also use critical thinking skills at times when things just are not adding up. First and foremost, I want to say to Ronnie, if there's no possible way that you know that that's not your child, you need to go seek some mental health or drug and alcohol addiction help, or both. I don't know what's going on with you, dude. Leave in the comment section if you guys agree with me. There's something truly not right. He knows in his heart that this is not his child, and he's going to this extent where even his freedom can be taken, or he could get himself unalive. It could be by a person that's a super fan of Chriseanrock, somebody from Baltimore. I don't know. It just can go horribly wrong the way Ronnie is going about this. Now, if he's doing this because he feels in his heart that the baby possibly could be his, but he's feeling this way, Blueface and Chriseanrock know it's their baby. It could be so many scenarios that could be playing out, or that I could throw out there to the universe. But I'm just bringing this second scenario out, and there's other scenarios that can be thrown out as well. Not on the top of my head to think of them all. However, if Ronnie does in his head think that that is his child, he just wants to not be in this world and not know, then even still, that is not the way you go about doing it. It looks like a clout chase, and I'm sorry to say that. It looks like a straight clout chase. Ronnie, you need to sit yourself down somewhere. You're going out really bad. I can't, it was discussed with me on DMs privately. Thank you for those of you that are using critical thinking and you're putting certain things in my DMs and not on the community chat that I put out for my community. However, if you're using critical thinking skills, Ronnie, this is not how you go about it. There's allegations that he never went down to the courts and filled out the child support form, and it's not actually even documented on the public records. Now, I'm thinking of one or two things, either because it's a underage minor situation, or that it's a lie, or could be other possibilities. They're endless. Now, in this situation, the reason why I can't go in 100% with whose baby it is and why, because I wasn't there. None of us was there in the flesh. And I think that we're gonna look like fools, doing that, because you can sit there and go into depth, but there's some things that you cannot look up on a court clerk's online magistrate records. This is stuff that was done behind closed doors. That is not going to be filed. What they were doing in the bedroom, Ronnie, Blueface, or Chriseanrock at that time, they can only be the ones that come clean with this. But I'm gonna tell you what's really concerning me also, and I think that it needs to be addressed, and it really hasn't been. Blueface is in a real sticky situation financially, and we know that the way a lot of the people who are associated with Chriseanrock or Blueface blew up, the ones that didn't make it through the trenches, and it was on the clout chase or the just being associated with Chriseanrock or Blueface, it was behind drama. I'm concerned, and I hope that Chriseanrock is not only concerned about what Ronnie did, but she's concerned of the biggest leader of the pack, which is Blueface. Now, I'm quite sure to some extent, as a man, he's upset about what Ronnie's doing. He has no control over the situation, and he won't until he gets out. And that's about a year to 8 months from now. However, at the same time, it's a benefit to him. All eyes on him, with the target being on Chriseanrock's back to make money. And that money will fuel the debt that he owes to that club owner of $16 million. Sometime when you are in some desperate situations, you go to some desperate measures, not even realizing that you're using your child in the process, and that could be dangerous. There's not enough money in the world to bring anyone back that could be unalived, behind all of this mayhem that's going on. And we sometimes don't realize that until it's too late. Money is the root of all evil. Now, what went down with Chriseanrock is unthinkable. There's no other way I can say it. This is not even about me being a supporter of Chriseanrock. It's just not how it should have went down. I think he should have went about it the right way, and that was in the courts. Now, I can only state my opinion on the court situation and how it should have been done, because if, there are experts, shout out to our favorite paralegal, Cassandra. She looks up this information, and Hennessy, they look up this information. They know what they're doing when it comes to these legal docs. If they're looking up this information using those two as an examples, I'm just saying, I know that I showed you guys a legal doc from Cassandra's channel, and there doesn't seem to be anything filed. Now, I'm not going to get into the legal side of this situation, but if Ronnie is just going about doing this way, and he really in his mind and in his heart believes that 𝗪𝗛𝗔𝗧 is his son, boy, you going about it the wrong way. You're going to mess around and get yourself hurt. It's looking like a cloud chase, and you got to fall back. This ain't the way you go out. But it's just a lot to be said. I definitely will be doing a live today sometime. But I just really worry about Chriseanrock. And I've been saying this the last couple of days because, now that it's been confirmed, at least it's been confirmed in my mind until I hear otherwise. And usually that'll have to come from the horse's mouth. But, it's just worrying me that, is Chriseanrock's 2 feet in that door, or is 1 foot in the door and 1 foot out? Because we got drama that's not asked for with Ronnie, But then there's drama that's being asked for by her still dealing low key with Blueface, which is her prerogative. But it can, cause a person to go into a relapse. I feel as though when they're trying to do the right thing, you got somebody else who now it's definitely opposite the track. You're not living that lifestyle, but they still are. They're going to probably get out and everything that they missed out on. Think about the situation with Blueface and why he's doing this 4 years with the, possibility of parole. It's because he got caught with paraphernalia in his cell allegedly. And it wasn't even real, weed, but he was obviously using or selling that stuff in jail, in my opinion, and got caught up. And now he's doing the sentence on that 4 years that he owes the state if he got in any trouble. So what is going to change about Blueface when he gets out? If anything, everything's been put on hold. Everything, obviously, that he's missed, he's gotten his freedom taken further because of it. The paraphernalia being found in his room, his cell. And, he's going to get out back to the smoking and the drinking. And she's going to start to see, I feel, in my opinion, the lifestyle. And she's going to miss it. And we still will have one foot in the door and one foot out the door. I know she believes in God. She's a very religious person, but it's going to go spiral slowly but surely back into self-destruction again. And the only way I can really give an example, women, because 99% of my audience is women. It's just like you lose a lot of weight, ton of weight. And then you say to yourself, well, I can do this, this one time or for this weekend. And then all of a sudden the weight starts slowly catching up again. And then boom, you're like 50 pounds up. Now you all the weight you lost and some you gained back. It didn't just happen overnight. You were in denial and it sneaks up on you. And that's just the way it's designed to sneak up on you. And I really feel like that's what's going to happen with Chriseanrock. She's got to really sit more with herself and marinate this thing. I don't know what Chriseanrock should do. I heard she got not heard. It was shown that she got a stay away order, a restraining order out on a temporary one at least. I'm quite sure they have to go on a court. But that also could be, now playing devil's advocate, one of the ways Ronnie had the opportunity to now get her personal information on where she's staying at. Beside them finding out if he did file that child support paper, the courts can find out also through her probation the address that she's putting down. And I know Chriseanrock is not going to ignore any legal notices of appearing into court. So, that's why I said stay tuned, because it's not about taking no sides, because right now, Ronnie's trying to put Chriseanrock's back up against the wall, and I know that somebody's putting a battery in his back, whether it's a paid or free battery in his back, on the procedure, the process of how to do this in order to get this paternity test. I just wish the best for Chriseanrock. I don't want to say if it turns out to be, I want, a happy ending, and that's that she wanted Blueface to be the baby's father. He is the baby's father. She's married to him. She wanted to be married to him, and everything, goes on as planned for her, and they live happily ever after. That's the story I want to come out of it. The story that's gonna come out of it is already written. That's all I can say to you.